Hello, everybody, and happy Mother's Day week. I thought this would be the coolest thing ever for us to bring you into, this is my mother's kitchen. So now you have seen my house, you've been into my house, you've worshiped with me in my house and my team, and now you've got me and my mother. So y'all, the funniest thing about this is this is a Mother's Day edition, and we are cooking one of my favorite meals ever that my mother cooks, and it is spaghetti. The best spaghetti. It's not the normal spaghetti, because she does the scratch. She does not out of the can. You know what I'm saying? Like, she makes it. It's just delicious. And then my favorite cake that she makes, the pineapple cake. And so I just thought that today we would bring you in. We hadn't always had this relationship, have we?
No.
We have not always had this relationship. We're tighter than all get out now. But mamas out there, if you are struggling with your kids right now and you feel like y'all are on rocky roads, and we hear it all the time, Mama. We're doing that 6 o'clock. We hear, man, I wish I had that relationship with my kids. They will. They will. If you raise your kids in the way they should go, they'll what?
And they will not depart from it.
And they will come back. Even if it's 36 years old like me.
Yes.
They'll come back. So today, welcome to my mama's kitchen.
Yes.
Tell them welcome. Welcome to me.
Okay, and our spaghetti is already cooking.
Yes.
So, but we haven't added anything yet. So this one is doing the stirring.
Y'all, you know what?
Browning.
Listen, so when I first cooked my first spaghetti at home away from her, I was in Columbus, Ohio, and I started cooking. Let's start cooking. And whenever I started cooking the spaghetti, my mama wasn't there. Now, my mama spoiled me because even growing up, she would bring me breakfast and food in bed. And so I just couldn't wait to make spaghetti. So I got her recipe, and I started getting her spaghetti.
Which isn't really a recipe, so
it's
it
not.
didn't help.
Well, what is it?
Well, I mean, I don't ever say a cup of this or a fourth of a cup of this, and so you just did it.
Well, I just did it because, she makes everything look so easy. My mother is one of these, like, Martha Stewart, like, moms. Like, she cooks every night. And so, when I got grown and I wanted to go out and start my own life, the first thing I did was buy me some pans, and I made me spaghetti. And I remember I put it on the plate. You remember that, Mama? I called my mama, I don't know what's wrong.
It just ran off the plate.
It ran off the plate. I was so just disturbed. Now what do we do?
Okay, we're going to add.
See, y'all watch this.
We're going to add.
This is why I can't do it.
We're going to add onion powder.
And y'all, this is like, you got to add all this stuff in order for it to be good. A pinch here. What the heck is a pinch?
Garlic. Even though I've already, now it has bell pepper, onions, and garlic that I've already roasted, and it's in here sauteed. And then, of course, you have to have Italian seasoning. And you can't do it this way. You have to do it this way.
Look at her. Okay. Y'all, can't you smell it? Can't you smell it through the camera? You know what? And the thing about cooking is it just makes you realize that you got to add all this stuff or it don't taste the same. See, when I was in Columbus making it, it didn't taste the same because
Mama didn't cook it.
Mama didn't cook it. Yeah, all you men out there, you putting this pressure on your wives.
That's so true.
You can't cook like my mama, and the woman lives her whole life trying to cook that one meal like your mama cooks it. Can't nobody cook like our mamas. Can't nobody cook like our mothers. So I called my mama, y'all, after I cooked this spaghetti for the first time, and it was running off the plate. Look at that, y'all. Look at it getting all. Y'all, can you smell it? So basically what I did was I cooked the spaghetti, and I forgot to drain the noodles. I forgot to drain the noodles, so it ran off the plate. I was so discouraged. So Mimi.
Yes?
Who taught you how to make the spaghetti? Your mama?
No. I don't even remember how my mother made spaghetti. So that's really strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Did she make it?
Because we traveled. So yes, I'm sure my mother made spaghetti, but I can't remember what it tastes like.
What was your mother's favorite meal? Because we all got
fried chicken.
We all have the favorite right now. In fact, you need to think about what's your mama's favorite. What's your favorite meal your mama makes?
fried chicken.
Really?
Mashed potatoes. Oh, yes, she made the best mashed potatoes ever in the world.
And y'all know what's so funny is we don't even eat fried chicken because my mama over here is 99 pounds.
Well, other than in my
And this
air fryer.
She don't cook we don't have no grease smell in my house. I don't even remember any of that because you've always been such a healthy cook.
It's because I got sick I had problems with my eyes when I was in my 30s, and an eye doctor told me that I needed to change everything, which meant he said change white flour, take the white flour, the white sugar. He said take everything out of your house that's bad for you, and he said because that's hurting your eyes.
Man.
And so things sort of changed. I just gradually became my kids. I remember when we went for probably
I remember when I
year.
was good, you'd give me even ho-hos with the silver wrapper, and I thought we had hit
I know it.
the gold mine because we never could eat
know it.
anything bad.
Because for one whole year there was no sugar at all in our house. And this one was like, I can't live this way. And I would eat raw. I ate raw veggies, but also I now have 20/30 vision, 20/20 vision. And then I had 2400 vision.
Man.
So I did whatever the doctor said, what I did, I told God I'll work with him.
Yeah.
I said, God, whatever you tell me, I'll work with you.
Can we start on the
We
cake?
can do it. Let's make sure this
While
is
we're doing
low.
this.
And let me put the pasta in.
Y'all, get ready for this now. Y'all, Limitless Church. When y'all come back, listen, when we all get back in that building, it won't be long now. Amos 9, 11, 13 through 15 says it won't be long now. God's decree says things are about to happen so fast. Your head is about to spin. We know we're about to go back to church because I'm in the kitchen. God still works miracles. Miracles at my mama's house.
Okay, here's something you do first.
Yeah.
You take this.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is a homemade from scratch.
Okay.
So it's 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, cup of milk, cup of oil, 3 eggs, and vanilla flavoring. That's our family recipe.
Yeah.
So then I always add, because ours is like melt in your mouth moist.
Yes.
So my secret is I always add.
Y'all look.
I always add
OMG.
a little sugar. Now listen, I'm just telling you I didn't do sugar. I do this for this. This is
Okay.
about the only time I use it.
Okay.
But milk and a little sugar.
Y'all, I'm going to eat it for you. I'm going to eat it for you.
Then after that cools.
Yeah.
Then you're going to start adding this, and you don't overdo it because you'll run out.
Okay.
So you sparsely. See,
Okay.
you start like this.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Oh, my Lord. Girl.
See, just a little. See how much you do? Not a whole lot.
It just feels like it's going to taste better with you doing it. Y'all, I have the propensity. Is that a word? I have the propensity to make this thing crack right down the middle. Look, I don't even know how to get the crumbs off. I'm learning. That's what I'm trying to learn during this pandemic is how to cook. I'm trying to be, you know what I used to do, y'all? I used to beat myself up forever until I was like 38 years old. I remember 36 years old when my life came crashing down. I had to move back in with my mom and daddy. And I remember in that season, I thought, I am going to learn how to cook while I'm living with my mom and daddy. And every day I would try to cook. My sister-in-law, Melissa, she's like the best cook ever. She makes the best everything.
Yes.
And I wanted to cook like her so bad. And finally one day, after I let these things crash, because my cake right now, if my mama wouldn't have put her touch on it, I would have forgot something. And y'all know ingredients. Making sure that you have the right ingredients means everything. That little pinch of salt. Now see, I'm the type that thinks when it says you need some flour, if I don't have flour, I look for the next white thing, which is baking soda. And it just doesn't taste the same. You gotta have all the ingredients. That's like life. That's like relationships. That's like, man, everything. You gotta have the right recipe. You gotta mess up a few times in life. Y'all know I'm gonna make this spiritual. You mess up a few times in life. Now what, mama? And then you just learn what recipe, what dash
And
didn't
that's
work.
good. You did good. Okay, and then now let's put a little.
Oh my goodness.
Just lay the pineapple on it.
Oh my goodness, y'all look.
Now this recipe, I use it for chocolate cake, which I cook my own cocoa.
Yeah. Actually, the chocolate cake's my favorite.
I know it. But then coconut's my favorite.
In the whole world.
I also do this the same way with coconut.
This is Robbie's, huh?
It's mine.
This is your favorite?
This is my favorite.
Really?
I said coconut, but this one, I love this.
But the reason we couldn't make the chocolate is because you got to have the chocolate syrup just right.
You got to have it just right.
This is really
an want to mess up on today.
Yo, you really can't fail on this one. You know, I think that the one thing that I have learned at 47 years old, I have learned that, you know what?
What?
I'm going to buy a house across the street from my mama, and I'm going to let her cook every day. And I might not can cook, but I can make some reservations. Look, it's about to break. I feel it.
It's not. It's from this deal.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, y'all look.
Wait now, wait.
See, that's where I'd already messed up. I would have already went on ahead of the game. So you know what, today, if you're watching this and you're thinking, man, I don't have a mama to do this with, and you find yourself getting sad right now, I don't know how to cook either. You know what, today, find out what you're good at.
I'm serious.
You know what I'm saying? Find out what you're good at. Don't beat yourself up because your cake, look, my cake's splitting right now. It sure is. It's getting a smile. It's so happy.
Okay.
It's so happy that I'm in here frosting it that it's gonna smile
This is
at
the first
me.
time I've used these new pans. And I've always wanted them my entire life. My mother had some, and I don't know what happened to hers. So I just got these in this week. But it keeps your pans from your cake from sticking in your pans. Of course, it might split it too.
So, Mama, do you think your love language is cooking for us?
I'm serving. That's enough, baby.
Now what?
You're so good.
Yes! Now my love language is affirmation. So I just did her love language, she just did my love language. Yes, Mimi. There's another layer? It's gonna be tall.
I know it.
Don't this look good, y'all? Now this took all the ingredients. It took we had to put eggs in here. We had to put flour in here. We had to put the pineapples,
even
vanilla.
And even in the frosting, you had to put a little salt. Isn't that
And you know
amazing?
what's so crazy is this is going to be so delicious, y'all. And if we would have left one of those things, or we tried to eat that flour by itself, it would have been so bitter. Isn't that so cool, Mom, how every single facet in life uses some type of recipe of your life? It takes the divorce, it takes the heartbreak, it takes the bankruptcy, it takes the pandemic. This pandemic has caused us all to reset. This pandemic, look, me and my mama wouldn't be in here cooking right now together for you. I would be on the road preaching somewhere.
That's true.
But this pandemic is bringing the best out in us. I love that.
Now, hold it.
Oh.
Yep.
Ah, see, y'all. That's what you got to do. You start getting in the cycle of it. Like I just knew, repeating the cycle until I got it. Man, this looks so good. So good.
And I'm a taster. I cannot help it. I taste because
I know. I've been wanting to do this.
that makes a difference. Here, try this.
Look.
I know it.
Wanna do it? Y'all listen. See, the trick is with her spaghetti sauce is that it's thin. Like it's not too thick. You know how that pasta out of the can, that red sauce is too ketchupy? Y'all gotta put up a whole pound of sugar. My mama don't put sugar. My mama don't put sugar in hers because she don't have to because she got the Midas touch. Yes.
I'm sure glad you believe in me.
Girl, listen, ain't nobody can cook like my mama. I finally just realized I might not can cook, but I can preach. Listen.
Look at that.
I think that's what I've learned in life, Mom.
And now you need to go around too. You have to.
Look, she ain't even interested. Here, I'm gonna let you do that part though, because I'm kind of afraid to do that.
Okay. You've done great, huh?
I know it. I'm just so... Can't nobody tell me nothing.
But you've never done this before.
I ain't never done this before, and I'm 47 years old. I have never iced a cake.
Or frosted a cake.
Or frosted a cake in my life. But I think today we started something. I think I just got the desire in my shanana.
Now, do you really think so?
No. No.
I know you better than you know yourself.
Nope. I do not desire it at all. I bet you, in fact, Mom, if I cooked, I'd be skinny.
Now, this is not the kind of cake...
Because I would not eat my food.
This is not the kind of cake that I would take to a reunion or cake bake or anything else.
Mother, that looks so delicious.
But I don't think I mean, some I do are gorgeous. This one's just going to be delicious.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about.
So, Mama, did your mama teach you how to cook?
My dad.
Your dad cooked?
My dad did too. My dad.
So I must take after your mom.
Yeah. Well, my mother could cook. My mother could, but so could my dad. My dad taught me how to make biscuits.
You know what I remember sitting up when we go to North Carolina for Christmas or for holidays?
And she loved you.
And she loved me. She'd let me make my own dough for my homemade biscuits. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I loved that time more than anything.
And for years, though, you were the only granddaughter.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And I really think right now in this pandemic, this is going to be the last Mother's Day where all of y'all are shoved in the house together probably, where God is building. Don't you think? Enjoy it. Pull out recipes. Put your keto away and eat some Cheetos.
I'm serious.
Eat-o. Put the keto away and eat-o on this holiday, man, and make some memories. Pull out that cake recipe. Love on your mama today. Call your mama. If you're out there and you haven't talked to your mom.
Is it sliding?
I don't know. If you're out there and you haven't talked to your mom in a long time, maybe your mom's dysfunctional, you know what? Reach out to her today. Huh, Mom? Did you have a great relationship with your mom?
Not for years, but then I did later in life.
So what would you say for that woman?
My mother was sick, and I did not realize her sickness. She had mental problems, emotional problems.
Yeah.
And as she lost a child when I was 7 years old, it affected our entire family.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it.
And didn't you kind of raise your brothers and sisters?
Yes, and so I felt abandoned for many years and felt rejected. And she wasn't rejecting me. It took me years and years to figure that out, but when I figured it out, I got it.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's just hope out there for some of you that have sent me emails in the last week just saying that your mother, there's a lot of mom and daughter problems out there. Yeah. And today, just put that behind you and just love your mom where she's at and realize that hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
Healed people heal people. And you send a card today. You know, I think that's what it is, Mama. I think so often people look at mine and your relationship, or they look at somebody else's relationship and they want that relationship and they put that relationship up on a pedestal. And then when your relationship doesn't look that way, then you just throw the whole relationship away. So I think today we just, man.
You can't do that.
Nope.
That's not what it's about.
So now, Mom, with this right here.
Yes.
Now, you know what I've discovered with this, y'all? I'm going to give you a life hack.
What, throw it up against the wall?
Oh, that's true. I'm going to show you 2 life hacks. 2 life hacks. To know if your noodles are ready. Now, I learned this. I need a piece. I need a piece of noodle.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. You always want to know how is my noodles done yet? Watch.
This is for those.
This is all you got to do. You don't know if your noodles are done? It ain't done.
Where'd you put it?
It ain't done. See, here's how you know if it's done. It's done! You throw it up against the counter, and if it stays on the counter, it means it's done. If it won't stay up on the counter, it means it's not done. You're welcome. And then another life hack is, this is why she won't let me in the kitchen.
No, I don't.
Here's another life hack.
What is the other?
Yeah, it's the other life hack, because we're going to empty this, right?
Yeah.
Y'all watch this.
Wait, now really make sure it's done.
Is it? How do I know?
I need one.
Oh my goodness.
I taste. It's done.
It's done! So now, I never knew that this right here, I always put this in the sink and I poured the noodles in it.
So what are you going to do?
That's what you do too?
Here's what I do.
Look at this life hack. You can thank me later.
I just do this.
Oh wait, I want to show them another life hack.
Okay.
So you put that like that. Okay, I need to, oh, it's high.
Hot, right there.
So y'all watch. Watch. This is how it's supposed to be done. You getting this, Elliot? Watch.
Ah,
Did you know that?
no.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
How did you know that? Is it burnt? Oh, you need another cloth bag.
Y'all look. Watch.
Here, honey.
Look. Look.
Okay.
Look.
That's awesome.
Look. Ain't that cool? You didn't know that. That's really the way it was supposed to be done, Annie Bell.
I did not know that.
Yes.
And that was my mother's.
Oh my
string girl,
gosh.
So that's why I have it all these years.
Look. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Now watch. Boom, shakalaka, like a boom. 2 life hacks today, and you're welcome. Annie Bell didn't even know that.
I did not know that.
Yes, Mimi. Now what do I do, Mimi?
Okay, well then it should be, we're waiting on the bread and we should be ready to eat.
Y'all, we are so excited. Limitless Church, listen. We love you guys so much. We have had so much fun happening in the last 8 weeks.
I'm serious.
The last 8 weeks.
It has been so, I am so thankful that you invited me.
Y'all listen.
To come on with you.
So even the pandemic, like y'all, I would have never, ever sat and done 6 o'clock. We have bonded more than we've
We have
ever.
spent more time together the last 6 weeks than we have.
Ever. And it's been the most beautiful thing ever. And so my message to all of you today, everybody all over the world, all of my RTK Inner Circle, my Limitless Church family.
I'm running out.
Listen,
Wondering why I'm doing
let
this.
me just tell y'all something. It is never too late to start memories again. I remember at 37 years old, Mom, when I was laying in bed and I felt like the worst mom ever.
And we would go shopping and stuff, but we didn't do
We
this
just didn't
kind
do
of stuff.
this. And I remember laying in bed one night, and I want to share this story because I really felt like I needed to share it today. I had gone through some things. My kids had seen a lot. 17-year marriage ended. And I remember laying in bed one night, and this is when God set me free from trying to be like her. I admire her. I look up to her.
But you're not me.
I'm not her. And laying in that bed after I lost everything, beating myself up, I remember laying in the bed, and it was when MySpace was still famous, and they had a quiz on there, 25 things
Yes.
that I love about you. I felt so unworthy. I felt so unloved. I felt like that I couldn't cook. What am I gonna bring, right? What do I have? I had lost my dignity. I had lost my everything. I lost everything. I felt like I was on the clearance rack of life, and I was sitting there and I read and I looked at that 25 things that I love about me. 25 things about me. It's when the quiz was going around, y'all know, on social media, and y'all would tell us you like brownies and banana sandwiches, and I tried to take that quiz, and I remember because I had spent my whole life trying to be what everybody else wanted me to be, that I lost who I was. Yeah. And I couldn't even tell you my favorite color. I couldn't even tell you my favorite food. I had lost me trying to become, and I realized at that moment that in life, it's not really about always becoming something, but unbecoming what you've tried to become, trying to be like somebody else, trying to fit their life, trying to covet their life. And I remember sitting in that bed that night, and I cried out to God, and this is when my life shifted. I said, God, I need to know 25 good things about me. I want to come up out of this hole. I want to be a better mom. I don't want to struggle with depression anymore.
She did not have a favorite food.
No.
She had nothing.
I just lost me. And I remember I was upstairs in this bedroom, and I told God that night, I said, I need to know 25 things about me. And you know what, y'all? Listen to me. The next week was Mother's Day. And God used the very kids,
Yes.
the sons, that I felt I had broken through all of my crazy decisions, messed up decisions. And my son on Mother's Day brought me a poem, and he handed it to me. Do you remember that, Lincoln? Yes. And it was 35 things that I love about you.
Yes.
It wasn't even 25 things. It was 35 things.
And what's amazing was we never even ever dreamed that you'd be writing a book.
Mm-mm.
And that first book has that poem in it.
I know it. And God really healed me at that time too, Mom, because I had become so harsh and so hardened and so I didn't really, nothing was memorable. I wasn't really a person that held like I just wasn't very, what is it, sentimental.
Yes.
And that poem, I remember looking at it and crying. It wasn't even 25 things that I asked God.
And he put it even in a frame.
Yes.
It was so
He was like
beautiful.
8 or 9, wasn't he?
Yes.
And I remember it wasn't even, I only asked God, Mom, for 25 things.
He gave you 30.
And he gave me 35. That quiz, that little poem that he gave me, this little 9-year-old wrote, said 35 things that I love about you.
In fact, out of that poem came the ministry.
Yeah.
Because it's called Conquering Hell in High Heels.
Yeah, Conquering Hell in High Heels. And
he said, Mom, you conquered hell in high heels.
I love you, Mama, because you conquered hell in high heels.
Yeah.
He even used to get so mad at me, y'all, because I would be yelling at his basketball games. I was the loudest mom. I know that shocks all of y'all. But I would be the loudest mom. Remember, he'd be like, Mama, if you raise your voice, if you embarrass me, I'm never going to hit another basket. Sure enough, every time he would hit that basket, wow! And number 1 on that poem, all those years later, it said, Mama, I love you because you're the loudest one at my basketball game. And so, mamas, you matter. You are important.
And you got eyes on you.
Yes, and it's never too late. Now my kids, y'all, that was when I was 30, 37, 38. That was only like 10 years ago, 9 years ago that they watched their mom in this depression. But I had to realize something that you got to realize right now. Where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be or you wouldn't be here. Like, Mom, I tell my mama this all the time. This little bitty 5-foot tall woman pushed me out butt first. Like, we as women have this superpower.
You have no
that
idea.
we can birth a whole life. You are a queen and you birth a whole life out of a place nothing should come out of. Today, you deserve some bonbons. Yes. Today, you need to tell yourself, my life might not have turned out like I wanted it to, but my life is turning out the way it's supposed to. Because God's got your name. God's got your number. And he's working all things together for our good. He's going to do exceedingly abundantly more than you could ever ask or think. And he is so proud of you, Mama. Even if you're single, even if you were married for 28 years, you served your husband. He cheated on you and left. Listen to me. God's got you. You can do hard things. Yes. My mom used to tell me this, and she still tells me this to this day. She'll grab me. She grabbed me last week, and she said, "Girl, I was just going to town, just blah, 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 blah." And she looked at me. She grabbed me. She said, "Girl, you can do hard things. You've got this." So listen, today, wherever you are, get your kid. Do something. Start right where you are.
This is a good week.
This is the best Mother's Day we're ever going to have, ever.
So do not crawl in the bed and feel sorry for yourself.
Don't you drink a whole bottle of wine sitting in your bathtub. No. This week, face some things. Stop beating yourself up because maybe you weren't the best mom like me. I'm the greatest mom on the planet now. Those boys don't remember who I used to be. Why? Because I crawled up out of that hole of depression. You broke depression off of the family. I continued breaking the thing off the family. And now you are the greatest mama on the planet.
And I don't have depression.
No, and she doesn't have depression. And she does 6 o'clock with me every night.
Yes.
Making memories. In the worst season of our life, I'm watching you, Mama. You are a whole champ. You're a whole boss chick.
Thank you, babe.
How you take care of my daddy.
Look at you.
Man, that woman right there, I'll be sitting there changing Daddy's diaper with this mask covering my face, and she's just sitting there with no mask on. Why? Because you were created to do hard things. So I'm excited about eating, baby.
Let's do it.
I am pumped. Man, thank you guys look at this. Look at this. We just made spaghetti. This is my favorite meal that my mama makes. Today, make your favorite meal. Get your kids to go to the grocery store for you. Buy something, and today, you take back your power. You take back your peace.
Absolutely.
And make some memories.
Good.
Yes, we're gonna eat some spaghetti. We're gonna eat some cake. I'm about to eat all of it, back boobs and all. It's all right. It's all right.
We
celebrating this Mother's Day because we bad, Annie Bell, and so are you. Limitless Church, we love you so much. We love you. We are so thankful that you are our family of choice. Love you guys so much.
Love you so much. Mwah.
Happy Mother's Day. Hello, Limitless Church family. Pastor Kim here. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. Every week, man, y'all have been sowing. You have bought into Limitless Church family. And I am coming to you today just to give you a chance to sow tonight. Give you a chance to sow into good seed. This is good ground. And we are excited about what God is doing at Limitless Church. So listen, right now you can go. There's so many ways that you can give. We're flashing it up on the camera right now. You can give by Cash App, money sign, Limitless. My Limitless Church is the Cash App, My Limitless Church, Venmo, My Limitless Church. You can go to our website, www.limitlesschurch.live. Today, come on, do something different for God. And so every week, 10% goes to God. Remember, 10 cents on a dollar. So today, thank you for all you've done. Thank you for being a part of our church. You are our family of choice. We are praying. I'm believing. Y'all, I'm telling you something. We have been standing on Amos 9:13 through 15. Message version says, yes, indeed, it won't be long now. God's decree says, things are going to happen so fast that you won't even be able to keep up. Your head is about to spin. That's your prophetic word. We're coming out of this season with raises. We're coming out of this season with bonuses. We're coming out of this season more blessed than we ever were when we walked in. It has to. Why? Because favor is on our church and God is pleased with us. Again, I love you so much. Cannot wait to wrap my arms around you. I'm sending love to you. Love you so much. See you later.